Hey Scorpio, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get into it and see, well, we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Scorpio. Whoa, what's going on? Seven of Swords. Oh, and the reverse Nine of Pentacles. All right. Okay. Maybe considering something for somebody who is younger than you or dependent on you in some sense, okay, that kind of thing. I'm also getting somebody who is working really friggin' hard on something, maybe has not seen the results of that yet, okay, that kind of stuff, and is maybe now in the assumption that they are, that it's like, okay, well, I guess this thing's never going to happen, or maybe I don't know. Let's see what's going on here, Scorpio. All right, so, okay, Scorpio, we're just going to grab like 3 random oracle cards and see how they fit into your reading. I don't have a placement for them, so we're just going to see what goes on. So, all right, you guys have dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Oh, that's nice. And then you have leg, stepping into a new experience. And then for your last one here, you guys have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. That's awesome. All right, cool. Okay, so goldfish, leg, and dog far away. All right, so let's see. You guys have the Seven of Pentacles. This is showing up for your current energy here. I think there's something that you're just wondering maybe if a particular investment is worth it, or, you know, that kind of thing. Doesn't have to be an investment of like finances. Just, you know, should I keep putting time, energy, work into whatever this is, that kind of stuff, okay? All right. I also think there's something you're just trying to like put together, or maybe even like trying to consider, like, is there an easier way to do this, or should I take a different approach on something, that kind of stuff. All right, that's kind of what I'm feeling. So, all right, let's see. Okay, you guys have the Moon card, and this is showing up in your environment. Maybe this is something about, like, I don't know, could be this increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, that kind of thing. I wonder if there's maybe something around you that is like spiritually based, or you're just kind of, I don't know, something that is like requires intuition, or is even like kind of like a mystery of some sort, okay, that kind of thing. And maybe this is just you guys being like, you know what, I'm gonna lean into that, I'm gonna lean into this mystery, I'm gonna lean into the unknown in some sense, that kind of thing. Also, I gotta tell you, maybe there's just something that's kind of like up in the air, left unknown, that kind of stuff going on around you, that type of situation, and you maybe are just like, is this worth investigating, is this worth like putting in work into, that kind of stuff, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right, so let's see. I even wonder if you're like, should I start something from complete scratch, or just like keep working on something that maybe you've already kind of like put some stuff into, or you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So, all right, you have the Judgment card. This is showing up for possible challenge here. Judgment card. Okay, I kind of feel like there was maybe something that you're either expecting somebody to react on something or to do something like right away, that kind of stuff. Okay, maybe this is something that maybe has a lot of different steps, or, you know, I don't know. Or again, there might be something that is like, okay, well, I can't really plan for that because there's too much that's like, again, like up in the air, that kind of stuff. Okay, that could be something here. Also, this Judgment card for showing up is what you're not able to control. This could be like past judgments, past like decisions, that kind of stuff. Okay, certainly could be. I'm kind of understanding this as like somebody else here though, okay? Like I feel like this is like either a decision or something here that either somebody is wanting to kind of like like accept something or not, or they're like ready for the next stage of something or not, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's see. Okay, you have, sorry, my phone keeps going off. You have the Page of Wands, and this is showing up for for the opportunity here. So Page of Wands, I think that's, I mean, I kind of feel like this Page of Wands is the opportunity to go into something that's kind of unknown, or to maybe even just follow your friggin' impulses with something, that kind of stuff, all right? I even wonder if this is like kind of making steps in, or kind of like planning for something or doing something that it's like you want to do it, even if there's, again, still things that are like up in the air, that kind of stuff. Also, stepping into a new experience, that might be what this Page of Wands is all about. Maybe there's just like something new, that kind of stuff, all right? That's what I'm feeling. Maybe there's a little bit of like nervousness to do that, or, you know, something like that. So, all right. Okay. All right. So, okay. So I'm also getting this Page of Wands as like a dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. I'm almost like understanding that. Maybe there's something here that you're like able to kind of like feel that energy, or like you're both like kind of like feeling each other at the same time, or something like that. Okay. That kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see. We're going to get out your oracle cards and then, or more oracle cards. Then we'll get more information, and then we will clarify like your challenge and opportunity. So, all right, let's see. Scorpio. All right. Do these ones. Awesome. All right, so let's see what's going on. So with this, so for your for your challenge, you guys have influence, number 7, influence, okay? And then this is what you have like the Judgment card with. You also have it with the reverse 8 of Wands. So I do think that this is either somebody who's maybe like not taking accountability on something that they had already said, that kind of stuff, or this is maybe somebody who has been influenced and then is like, wait, do I want to be influenced in this way? You know what I'm saying? There's something like that. I even wonder if maybe there was a particular thing that maybe you had said that you were like, God, that's not what I meant to say, or that came out wrong, or like something like that, that kind of stuff. Maybe this is something that's causing like some confusion, or that you're feeling like, I got to clear that up, that kind of stuff, you know, or like, oh, maybe I should have taken like a different approach to this, whatever the heck it is, you know, that's kind of what I'm feeling. I also think maybe something that like, it's like either something that you did say or didn't say, like has influenced some situation, or something that you did, like you either were like open to something or you like totally closed down. I don't know, there's something about that. I feel like that has like influenced somebody's opinion, or influenced maybe how somebody was going to do something. Somebody might have been like, or you, Scorpio, might have been like, well, now I have to take a different approach on this, or like something like that, because there was like either something that was again shut down, or maybe like, you know, you're trying to influence somebody to like make a particular decision, that kind of stuff, but somebody might be like, no, that's not what I'm doing, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, you have the 4 of Wands, and this is showing up as what you're not able to control here. I feel like this is what you're not able to control, is if somebody wants to like friggin' free themselves from some situation or not, that kind of thing. And I also think if there's something that has already been kind of like closed out or like finished in some sense, I feel like it's like, well, it's already been finished up into that point. And that's what I feel like the 7 of Pentacles is also talking about. It's like there's been work up to this point, or like you can see this amount of results, that kind of stuff. So it's like, again, it's like, should I start from scratch, or should I just like kind of build upon whatever it is that you're working on already, you know, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling. All right, so you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and this is showing up as what you can control. Maybe there's something here where it's like doing something that is just like outside of your comfort zone, or something that makes you feel like that is either like, it's either like doing something that's like not at home, like literally doing, I don't know, maybe working outside of the house, or doing something outside of like the daily ins and outs of what you would usually do, that kind of stuff. That feels like that is something that's in your control. And I also think there's something about like, just like the comfort level of something that's going on here, like literally the comfort level, that's what I feel like, that's like you can control that. Okay, that kind of thing. I also do, I do want to say, like, you have this like a distant friend is thinking of you. Maybe this is you guys, like you can control, maybe it's like they're coming to like visit with you, and you can, I don't know, set up some area, I don't know, set up some area for them or something like that, okay, that kind of thing. Or maybe it's like, oh, I'm gonna leave the house and come meet you here. You know, that, I don't know, that's kind of what I'm feeling is part of whatever's going on here. All right, okay, so let's see, you guys have there's something about like the home that's, I feel like, is definitely like being kind of highlighted here, that kind of stuff. Okay, whether it's like the vibe in your home, or like actually like your like the physical place that you are, or wherever it is that you even call home. Okay, home could be friggin' anywhere, you know, that kind of stuff. So all right, you have the Hanged Man. This is showing up as like your next steps forward. So yes, I definitely feel like this is like seeing something from like another perspective here, that kind of stuff. Okay, doing something just different. All right, that's what I'm feeling. I also think maybe this is like taking a little bit of a pause pause, you know, being like, okay, let's hold up a second, let things kind of like take shape or form or whatever the heck it is before maybe like investing more time into something, or before like kind of planning something even more, that kind of stuff. All right, that's what I'm feeling. It's like there might be I just think there's like a different approach to something here, or, you know, that, I don't know, that kind of thing. You know what I also want to say, and this came out in another reading, it's like somebody across the world, like you might be, there might be somebody literally across the world that you're like talking to, or, you know, that kind of thing, or you have like a connection in that way there, you know, I am very much picking up that type of energy. I will also say this goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, the Hanged Man, that definitely could increase spiritual growth. Okay, putting something on pause, kind of like seeing different like perspectives of something, that kind of stuff. I will even say for some of you guys with this reverse Queen of Pentacles, I do think that maybe there's something here where it's like, dude, there might be a particular sacrifice that's like, it's just necessary, or that would be like facilitate something, or that's what the, I don't know, making some type of like maybe personal sacrifice, either putting something on pause for like for somebody else, or literally sacrificing like your comfort level or something like that on behalf of like the greater good, or somebody in particular here. So, all right, let's see. So over to your opportunity, you guys have this, you have this card, Escape. And you have it with the Page of Wands and the Temperance card. So you guys maybe are dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? Certainly could be, maybe a Gemini. So let's see, Escape and Page of Wands and the Temperance card. So it feels like your opportunity is just that, is to like escape some situation, like do something new, that kind of thing. And it feels like there is something about maybe being kind of patient with it, but I feel like this is like a friggin' change of scenery, all right? Like having like a change of scenery, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm feeling. I do like this a lot. I also understand this as channeling energy into a way that is like, now something is like stronger. Now somebody is like maybe feeling more at ease with something, or feeling like something is brought into balance, is like kind of like equilibrium, that kind of stuff. I will also say for some of you guys, maybe even like, I want to say like running around or doing something that again channels like your energy, or channels like something that like you're excited about, like maybe something that you can like, I don't know, that is just making you feel like, even making you feel like you don't have to escape something. It's like, I feel comfortable here, like, you know, because it's like giving, I don't know, releasing some type of energy, that kind of stuff. Or again, just being open to new experiences, whatever it is. And it just might be the thing that like changes some situation, that kind of stuff. I would definitely feel like there is some like, extreme like spiritual something or other, or like, you know, deep intuition, that kind of stuff. Okay, like deep connections, that type of stuff that's kind of going around here. So, all right, you have the Five of Wands reversed, and this is showing up for your skills. So I think there's something that it's like, you don't even have to like tweak with this thing like too much. It's more just like maybe even taking like a friggin' hands-off approach to something, that kind of stuff, and like letting like the dust settle, or letting like things kind of like I'm getting like shaking up a snow globe, and then like waiting for all those like little snow things to like fall to the ground. I don't know, something like that, waiting for something to settle down, that kind of stuff. That's what I feel like. It's like maybe you have the skills in that way. I will also say this maybe is again something where it's like you don't have to try out like a whole bunch of different things here. It might be like the experiences, or something that you've already like done up to a certain point might be like the framework or the groundwork for, you know, something else here. You know, that kind of stuff. All right. Let's see, you guys have the Two of Cups, and this is showing up as possible help. I feel like this is probably whoever this, a distant friend, you know, dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. That might be what this is, okay, is to connect with somebody, that type of thing. I will also say with all this like spiritual type of stuff coming out here, this could also be that like the help that you might need here, or that you can have, is just literally listening to your friggin' higher self, like listening to like I don't know, listening to like how you feel about something, okay? Or even acknowledging like differences, like maybe how like your situation is different from another person's situation, and that might be something that like really needs to be like acknowledged and like deeply understood, like, and not just like, oh, I get it, but like, no, like really like acknowledging that, understanding it, and then like kind of acting accordingly. So you have the Queen of Swords. This is showing up as next steps forward. So a lot of like, I want to say direct communication, honesty, maybe even like scrutinizing something to see how something else could work, that kind of stuff. Okay, I want to say going over details, making sure that like everything is like good to go, that kind of stuff. Maybe double checking something, that type of situation. All right, and making like plans forward on something, making sure that maybe everybody is on the same page with something, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, I feel like this is gonna be a really short reading, sorry. So, all right, let's see what else we can get for you guys, Scorpio. We're gonna go back over your challenge and opportunity. All right, Scorpio. Also, I feel like it's like you can't control if somebody like wants to come home or not. Like, you know, I don't know, something like that. So, all right, let's see. Maybe the number 11, you guys might like the number 11. Or like be seeing that a lot or something. All right. Okay, so let's see. So back over to your challenge. Again, this is with this influence card and the judgment card in reverse 8 of wands. You guys have the 4 of wands and the ace of wands showing up for what you are not able to control. Again, I feel like this is somebody who maybe this is just somebody who just does not want to be home. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, I do not want to be home. I want to be out and about, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also, again, do understand if somebody kind of like jumped the gun here and maybe finished something like before everything was like finalized or when something was like in the middle of being worked on, maybe somebody kind of like again jumped the gun there, that kind of stuff. Maybe was a little bit too eager for something. All right. And I also, again, do understand possibly somebody who's like, I need to move around, I don't want to be home, that kind of stuff. So what you are able to control, you guys have the reverse Queen of Wands and you have it with the 7 of Wands here. Cut. 7 of Wands here. So showing up for what you are able to control, I feel like there is something about maybe putting up, I think it's just being ready for something. This is like being ready for like a surprise visitor or being ready. You know what this makes me think of? You know those like commercials where it's like somebody like comes to your house with like a friggin' huge giant check and they're like, you won the lotto, or like, I don't know, something like that. That's like almost what this feels like. Is like, be ready for anything. Be ready for the unexpected. Maybe be ready for a situation that again is maybe a little bit friggin' uncomfortable or is putting you out of like your element in some sense, that kind of stuff. I just feel like there's something in that, but I also think it's like, also be ready to defend something, okay, in one way or another, that kind of stuff. All right, very interesting. All right, so you have the Hanged Man and you have it with the 2 of Swords here. This is showing up for your next steps forward. This really, really is, I want to say, like a sacrifice of some sort, like literally sacrificing something so that you're either not missing something that's like crucially important, or this is, again, next steps is like really, really seeing somebody else's perspective, somebody else, or just a different perspective in general, a different way to do something that maybe it's like, that's the approach that works, you know, something about that. Maybe this is even giving somebody some space. I mean, I'm getting so many different examples with this. So I would say definitely like, you know, really lean into your intuition. I mean, you have this goldfish card, okay? Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So I feel like your intuition is probably like in a good spot anyway. So I feel like this is like all good stuff, okay? That kind of stuff. I also want to say, Scorpio, that there might be like attention on you, or you might be feeling like, you know, they say like a fishbowl, like you feel like everyone's like kind of like looking at you, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's something just to like be kind of like prepared for, you know, that kind of situation. All right, so let's see. So, okay, so, all right, so you have escape, and again, this is showing up for your opportunity here. All right, so your skills, you have the reverse 5 of Wands, and then you have it with the Queen of Pentacles. So, I mean, again, there's something here that you've like maybe taken care of before, or you've experienced something before, that kind of stuff, and I feel like, therefore, it's like, you don't have to like, I want to say try as hard for something. It's like something has either just like, I don't know, comes easily to you, or again, there's like not, you're feeling like a level of like, I don't need to like go into this with like a competitive type of like attitude, or I don't have to go into this being like, I have to be the winner, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. I also wonder if there's something here where you can kind of like dismantle chaos in some sense, you know, that kind of stuff, like deconstructing something so it's like less chaotic and maybe more comfortable, which is friggin' interesting, because it's like what you can control. Maybe that's what it is like what you can control is like, I know this is going to be uncomfortable, uncomfortable, or I know this is like, you know, we have to like, again, go someplace different or something like that. It's like either defending that or being ready at the drop of the dime for that. And then it's interesting because like your skills for this like escape, it's like, again, it just feels like there's not that many working parts, or that you have the skills to maybe just focus on like what your particular like personal role in whatever this is, that kind of stuff, while waiting for other things to kind of like be sorted out, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. I also want to say there's like a way to friggin' save money on something here, but I don't know what that is or how, or what that would entail, but I feel like there's something in that. So, all right, let's see. You guys have the Two of Cups and you have it with the Six of Swords, and this is showing up for the possible help. So yeah, this is, well, all right. I feel like this is maybe like a companion of some sort, or a friend, whatever it is, that can like help you like kind of move on from something, or help you do something that maybe you're feeling like, dude, I need the instructions for this. Like I need like a friggin' guide of some sort, that kind of thing. Maybe this is either listening to your intuition, listening to yourself. It's almost like the GPS broke and I have to get out of here. What do I do? Like that, you know, something, I mean, not that specifically, but you know, something about that. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is like, you know, that there's help to be found in that way, either listening to your higher self, or again, seeing something that is like seeing like the way somebody else would do something, or I don't know, kind of, again, like doing something a little bit different, that kind of stuff, but there's still like an agreement, or there's still like, you know, a level of like, okay, like that works for both of us, or this is like mutually, I don't know, whatever the heck it is. And I feel like it's like, this is just going to help you move through something. Okay. Moving through something, whether this is helping you like go to a new experience that maybe you're feeling kind of nervous about, or this is again, maybe like having some spiritual experience where you're able to like release something from yourself, that kind of stuff. That's what I kind of feel here. All right, so next steps forward, you guys have the Queen of Swords with the Devil card. All right, so yes, I feel like your next steps are to have, again, a very open, direct conversation with somebody, or at least keeping, again, everybody on the same page with something here, so that there's like, so everybody is like either committed to the same thing, or there's an energy of like, we're all linked in this together, or something like that. There's like an attachment of some sort, so that like the flow of information is easier, something like that. Like I'm getting this like a group text or group email, or I don't know, something like that kind of thing. All right, like the information, everyone's friggin' like they all know, I don't know, everyone knows the truth, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff. Okay, there also might be something about like where to place a certain thing, like where should I place this. Maybe it's like, okay, let's focus on that, you know, I don't know. All right, so that is what I have for you guys, Scorpio. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements, or otherwise I will see you guys back for your next one. All right, thank you, bye.